As morning dawned in the Egyptian capital, anti-government demonstrators were still camped out in Cairo's central square. But it had been a long night, with supporters and opponents of Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak clashing in the streets. On one bridge, groups were hurling stones and firebombs at one another. Gunfire was crackling. Activists claim several protesters were shot and killed. They also accused Mubarak's regime of unleashing a force of paid thugs and plainclothes police to crush their unprecedented movement, now just 9 days old. There were periods when heavy automatic weapons fire heard here in the distance had pounded the protest camp. At other times, firebombs launched from buildings rained down on demonstrators. One protest organizer said the Egyptian military did not intervene to stop the gunfire, although at one point a tank did spread a thick smokescreen along a highway overpass in an apparent attempt to deprive attackers of a high vantage point. The no man's land between those battling was littered with burning cars. Thursday morning, the scene appeared calmer. At the highway overpass, where demonstrators were hoping to shield themselves with makeshift barricades and metal sheeting, and in the main square, where thousands remained camped out. The anti-Mubarak movement has vowed to intensify protests to force the president out, despite his insistence on finishing his term. But the outcome may depend on what the military chooses to do. Karen Sloan, The Associated Press.